a horse of another color. Henry Baxter was very busy. Henry concentrated very hard when he worked, tightening his lips and pushing his tongue out at one side of his mouth. His eyes were either very wide open or almost closed, depending on what he was doing. Today, Henry was painting a picture. Since Henry loved horses, it was a horse picture. Carefully, he took just the right amount of paint on his brush, and he painted and painted. When he was finished painting, his horse was blue. A blue horse, thought Miss Allen. Said Sally Davis, who always painted pictures of houses and flowers. A blue horse, said Arthur Harris, who always painted jet aeroplanes. Who ever saw a horse like that? Henry, said Miss Allen, did you make a mistake in your colors? No, ma'am. Didn't you mean to make your horse another color? No, ma'am. Oh, this must be a merry-go-round horse. No, ma'am. This is a real riding, snorting, and tail-swishing horse. Miss Allen thought it would be a good idea to change the subject right then. And she did. The next day, when it was painting time, Henry made another horse. This horse was green. Miss Allen said, Henry, horses aren't green. Trees, grass, houses are green. Wouldn't you like to make your horse a real horse's color? Henry thought for a moment, and then he said, No, ma'am. Miss Allen decided to change the subject, which she did. After school that day, Miss Allen went to discuss Henry's blue and green horses with the principal, Mr. Stanley. Paints green and blue ones. Is there something wrong with Henry? Well, there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with Henry. He's a good ball player. He can run as fast as any of the boys. He reads well, and he writes and works hard in school. Said Mr. Stanley. What can be the matter with the boy? The next day, Miss Allen sent Henry to see Mr. Stanley in his office. Henry saw his two horse pictures on the desk. Here I am, sir. I'm Henry. Come in, said Mr. Stanley. Henry, look at my necktie. What color is it? It's red and gray, said Henry, puzzled that Mr. Stanley couldn't look at his own tie and see what color it was. Look at the book, said Mr. Stanley. What color is it? Brown with green stripes. This is fun. I know all the colors. Ask me more, sir. Mr. Stanley looked at him carefully. You may return to your room now, Henry. Thought Mr. Stanley. What can be the matter with that boy? When Henry went back to his class, he went right on with his work as usual. And then it was painting time again. This time Henry's horse was purple. Then Dr. Nelson came for a special visit with Henry. He looked at Henry's eyes and said, "Read the chart, please." He listened to Henry's heart, looked into his ears and throat. Said Dr. Nelson. Thought Henry. "There's nothing wrong with the boy," said the doctor, and Henry went back to his class once more. As the days passed, Henry painted horses that pranced in a parade. Some were running swiftly. Some stood quietly eating grass. These horses were striped. Some were polka dots. Some were pink, blue, green, purple. Miss Allen was more puzzled than ever. Mr. Stanley still said, and wondered about Henry. Then, one day, Professor Gilder visited Henry's school. She told Mr. Stanley that the college was having an exhibit of children's paintings, and would he please send samples of the best in his school. So all the best paintings from Henry's school were sent to the college for the exhibit. But somehow, those paintings of Henry's that had been on Mr. Stanley's desk were mixed with the others and were sent too. The next week, when the art exhibit opened, showing only the best pictures of all that had been submitted, there was Henry's blue horse hanging on the wall. When people came from all over to see the paintings, they were asked to vote for their favorite pictures. When Mr. Stanley saw Henry's horse, he said in surprise, Miss Allen came, and when she saw the blue horses, her eyebrows went up in wonder. The next week, Henry was sent to Mr. Stanley's office. "This is Professor Gilder, Henry," said the principal. "How do you do, ma'am? So you're the boy I'm looking for. I've come to congratulate you. Your picture was chosen the favorite by the visitors at our exhibit. We're so proud of you." The next 4 days were very exciting. There was a special showing of Henry's painting in the hall. Mr. Stanley called an assembly and made a speech about Henry's painting. There was even a picture of Henry and his blue horse in the town newspaper. As for Henry, he felt just fine. And at painting time, he went right on painting. Only now it was different. Henry was painting jets and spaceships, boats and trains, people and houses, all in their own colors. His paintings now were just like the others drawn by the children. Mr. Stanley and Miss Allen were pleased. The paintings now were as they were supposed to be. Then one bright day, Henry painted a cow. It was a beautiful animal. It was green. A green cow, thought Miss Allen. A green cow, thought Sally Davis, who always painted houses and flowers. A green cow, thought Arthur Harris, who always painted jet airplanes. The children looked at the green cow. They looked at Miss Allen. They looked at Henry. No one said a word. And Henry went right on painting. Once upon a time, the noisiest place in the world was a city called Hubbub. The people of Hubbub never talked. They yelled. They were very proud that their ducks were the quackiest, their doors the slammiest, and their policemen's whistles the shrillest in the whole world. You are now entering Hubbub, the noisiest city in the world. Their favorite song was Slam the door, bang the floor, days we roar, nights we snore, hubbub. Of all the noisy people in it, the noisiest was a young prince named Hullabaloo. Even though he wasn't 6 years old yet, he could make more noise than the grown-ups. Hullabaloo loved to yell, bang pots and pans together, and blow a whistle all at the same time. A few weeks before the prince's 6th birthday, his father, the king of Hubbub, asked him what he wanted for a birthday present. "I want to hear the loudest noise in the world," answered Hullabaloo. "Fine," said the king. "I'll order the royal drummers to get out the special super loud drums for the whole day." "But I've heard them before," complained the prince. "That wouldn't be the loudest noise in the world." "All right," promised the king. "I'll also order all policemen to blow their special super loud whistles." "I've already heard those too," said Hullabaloo. "They wouldn't be loud enough." "Tell you what," said the king. "At the same time, I'll close the schools and have the children stay home all day and slam the super slammy doors. How's that?" "Well, that would help a lot," agreed the prince, "but it still wouldn't be the loudest noise in the world." The king was a very kind father, but he began to lose his patience. "What's on your mind?" he asked. "What great idea do you have?" "Well," answered Prince Hullabaloo, "I'll tell you what I've been wanting for a long time. I want to hear every person in the world yell at the same minute. If millions and millions of people all yell together, I'm sure that would be the loudest noise in the world." The more the king considered the idea, the better he liked it. It might be fun, he thought, and besides, I'll go down in history as the first king who ever got all the people in the whole world to do the same thing at the same time. Yes, I'll try it. Then the king of Hubbub got busy. He sent out hundreds of messengers to visit every country, from the hottest jungles to the coldest icelands. Every day, thousands of messages were carried by telegraph and tom-tom, by car and carrier pigeon, by airplane and dog sled. And soon the answers began to pour in. Everybody was delighted with the idea, and all would be glad to help. The whole world seemed to be thrilled by the thought that every living person would be yelling at the same time. As the weeks passed and the birthday grew nearer and nearer, the excitement grew greater and greater. In every country, people talked of nothing but Prince Hullabaloo's birthday. There wasn't a village in the world that didn't have a poster in its own language giving the exact minute of local time at which to yell, "Happy Birthday!" One afternoon, in a city far away, a lady was talking to her husband about Prince Hullabaloo's birthday. "What bothers me," she said, "is how I'm going to hear everyone yelling when I'm making so much noise myself. All I'll hear is my own voice." "You're right," answered her husband. "When the time comes, let's open our mouths with the rest of the crowd, but we won't make a sound. Then, while all the others are shouting their heads off, we'll be quiet and really hear the noise." That seemed a wonderful idea. Without meaning any harm, the lady told her neighbors about the plan. Without meaning any harm, her husband told his friends at the office where he worked. Still without meaning any harm, the friends told their friends, and those friends told other friends. long, people from all over the world, even in the city of Hubbub, were privately telling one another to open their mouths at the right time, but not to yell. Each person thought, my voice won't be missed among the many millions, while all the others are yelling and screaming. It won't hurt if I stay quiet, so I can really listen. And so the important moment came closer and closer. In all corners of the earth, crowds of people began gathering in their public meeting places. All over the world, eyes stared at large clocks, ticking away the seconds. It seemed that a shock of excitement like electricity swept around the entire globe. In Hubbub, of course, the excitement was especially great. Thousands of people jammed the palace grounds, while high on the balcony, the young prince waited happily for the loudest noise in the world. 15 seconds to go. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Now! 2 billion people strained their ears to catch the loudest noise in the world, and 2 billion people heard nothing but absolute silence. Every person had kept quiet so he could hear the other yell. Every person had expected the others to do the work while he sat back and enjoyed it. For the first time in 100 years, Hubbub was silent and still. Instead of honoring their prince by the loudest noise in the world, they had belittled him by remaining absolutely quiet. The people bowed their heads in shame and started to creep away. Suddenly, they stopped. What was the sound they heard up in the balcony? It couldn't be true, and yet there was the prince clapping his hands and laughing happily. Sure enough, the prince was pointing to the garden. For the first time in his life, he was hearing the singing of a little bird, the whispering of the wind in the leaves, the ripple of the water in the brook. For the first time in his life, he was hearing the sounds of nature instead of the noise of hubbub. For the first time in his life, the prince had been given the gift of peace and quiet, and he loved it. Now the city of Hubbub is noisy no more. Instead, visitors see this sign: Welcome to Hubbub, the city of quiet. The people of Hubbub speak gently. They are proud that their ducks are the quietest, their doors the lightest, and their policeman's whistles the softest in the whole world.